To determine the minimum mounting height for an electrical meter, firstly, consult the manufacturer's specifications or use a manual. This documentation typically provides detailed information on minimum mounting height requirements. Look for the section on installation or mounting for precise details. Secondly, contact the meter manufacturer or distributor directly. You can call or email them to inquire about the minimum mounting height. They can provide official recommendations and technical support specific to their product. Thirdly, consult local building codes or electrical regulations. These regulations may contain specific requirements regarding meter mounting height, and they can vary by region or municipality. As a general guideline, the meter should be mounted at least 5 feet or approximately 1.5 meters above the floor or ground level. This height ensures that the meter is easily accessible for reading and maintenance. However, it is always best to refer to the specific manufacturer's requirements, as this is only a general suggestion. Different types of meters may have different mounting height requirements. Consider the type of meter being installed, as this can significantly impact the appropriate height. The surrounding environment, such as the weather or potential obstacles, can influence the optimal mounting height. The location of the meter should be carefully considered to avoid any issues. Safety is of paramount importance, so the meter should be mounted in a location that minimizes the risk of injury or damage to the device or personnel. Ensure the chosen location is safe for both the meter and those who may interact with it. Remember, always prioritize consulting the manufacturer's specifications and local codes to ensure compliance and safety. These resources provide the most accurate and up-to-date information for your specific situation. Ignoring these guidelines could lead to code violations, safety hazards, or reduce meter performance. Therefore, taking the time to verify the correct mounting height is a crucial step in the installation process. When reviewing the manufacturer's documentation, pay close attention to any diagrams or illustrations that show the recommended mounting height. These visual aids can be particularly helpful in understanding the requirements. If you are unsure about any aspect of the installation, do not hesitate to contact a qualified electrician for assistance. A professional electrician will have the knowledge and experience to ensure that the meter is installed correctly and safely. In addition to the mounting height, consider other factors such as accessibility for maintenance and repairs. The meter should be located in an area where it can be easily accessed by qualified personnel for routine maintenance or repairs. Also, ensure that the meter is protected from the elements such as rain, snow, and direct sunlight. Exposure to these elements can damage the meter and reduce its lifespan. When selecting a mounting location, consider the potential for future obstructions, such as landscaping or building additions. Ensure that the meter will remain accessible and visible even if the surrounding environment changes over time. If the meter is being installed in a public area, consider measures to protect it from vandalism or tampering. This may include installing a protective enclosure or using tamper-resistant hardware. Always follow the manufacturer's instructions and local codes when installing electrical equipment. Failure to do so can result in serious injury or property damage. Double-check all connections and ensure that the meter is properly grounded before energizing the circuit. A properly grounded meter will help to prevent electrical shock and ensure accurate readings. If you are not comfortable working with electrical equipment, hire a qualified electrician to perform the installation. Working with electricity can be dangerous, and it is always best to err on the side of caution. Regular inspections of the meter and its surrounding area can help to identify potential problems before they become serious. Look for signs of damage, such as cracks, corrosion, or loose connections. If you notice any problems, contact a qualified electrician for repairs. Proper installation and maintenance of the electrical meter are essential for ensuring accurate billing and reliable service. By following these guidelines, you can help to ensure that the meter is installed correctly and operates safely for years to come. Remember to keep the area around the meter clear of obstructions to allow for easy access and ventilation. Overgrown vegetation, storage boxes, or other items can block access to the meter and impede airflow, potentially leading to overheating. If the meter is located in an area that is prone to flooding, consider raising it to a higher level to protect it from water damage. Floodwaters can damage the meter and create a safety hazard. Before beginning any work on the electrical system, always disconnect the power at the main breaker. This will help to prevent electrical shock and ensure your safety. Use insulated tools and wear appropriate personal protective equipment (PPE), such as safety glasses and gloves, when working with electrical equipment. If you are unsure about any aspect of the installation or maintenance process, consult a qualified electrician. They can provide expert guidance and ensure that the work is done safely and correctly. Keeping a record of all maintenance and repairs performed on the electrical meter can be helpful for future troubleshooting. This record should include the date of the service, the work performed, and the name of the technician who performed the work. If you're selling or renting your property, be sure to inform the new owner or tenant about the location of the electrical meter and any relevant information about its installation or maintenance. This will help to ensure that they are aware of any potential hazards and can maintain the meter properly. Regularly check the meter readings to ensure that they are accurate. If you notice any discrepancies, contact your utility company for assistance. Inaccurate meter readings can lead to incorrect billing and disputes. The electrical meter is an important component of your electrical system, and it is essential to ensure that it is installed and maintained properly. By following these guidelines and seeking professional help when needed, you can help to ensure that your electrical system operates safely and efficiently. Moreover, when dealing with electrical installations, it is imperative to adhere to the National Electrical Code, also known as NEC. This comprehensive set of standards and guidelines dictates the safe and proper installation of electrical systems and equipment. Firstly, it is essential to understand the applicable NEC articles related to meter installations. These articles provide specific requirements for wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and bonding. Secondly, ensure that the meter enclosure is properly rated for the environment in which it is installed. For example, if the meter is exposed to the elements, it should be housed in a weatherproof enclosure that is designed to protect it from rain, snow, and other environmental factors. Thirdly, pay close attention to the conductor sizing requirements specified in the NEC. The conductors used to connect the meter to the electrical service must be of the correct size to handle the anticipated load. Using undersized conductors can lead to overheating and potentially cause a fire. Always use listed and labeled electrical equipment that has been tested and certified by a recognized testing laboratory, such as Underwriters Laboratories, or OL. This ensures that the equipment meets industry standards for safety and performance. When making electrical connections, use the proper connectors and tools. Ensure that all connections are tight and secure to prevent loose connections, which can cause arcing and overheating. Properly support and secure all wiring and conduit runs to prevent damage or strain. Use appropriate clamps, straps, and supports to keep the wiring in place and prevent it from sagging or coming into contact with other objects. Protect wiring from physical damage by routing it through conduit or other protective means. Avoid running wiring through areas where it is likely to be damaged by vehicles, equipment, or other hazards. Grounding and bonding are critical for electrical safety. Ensure that the meter enclosure and all metallic components are properly grounded and bonded to the electrical system grounding electrode system. This helps to prevent electrical shock and reduce the risk of fire. Overcurrent protection devices, such as circuit breakers or fuses, must be properly sized to protect the electrical system from overloads and short circuits. Ensure that the overcurrent protection devices are correctly rated for the circuit and that they are installed in accordance with the NEC. Label all electrical panels and circuits clearly and accurately. This helps to prevent confusion and makes it easier to identify and troubleshoot problems. Regularly inspect the electrical system for any signs of damage or deterioration. Look for cracked or broken insulation, loose connections, and corroded components. Address any problems promptly to prevent them from becoming more serious. When working on electrical equipment, always disconnect the power at the main breaker and use appropriate personal protective equipment. This helps to prevent electrical shock and ensure your safety. If you are not comfortable working on electrical equipment, hire a qualified electrician to perform the work. Working with electricity can be dangerous, and it is always best to err on the side of caution. By following these guidelines and adhering to the NEC, you can help to ensure the safe and proper installation and maintenance of your electrical system. Remember, electrical safety is everyone's responsibility, and it is important to take the necessary precautions to protect yourself and others from harm.